Amazing air plants, also known as tillandsias, live their lives without ever touching the soil, often high in the treetops. They don't really live on nothing but air, but need a regular dunking or misting to stay hydrated. Air plants can be displayed in countless creative ways. This project is called On the Rocks. All you need for this project are river rocks, a needle nose pliers or wire cutters. I'm using 18 gauge wire and air plants, of course. Start with a straight length of wire, then wrap the wire around a stone. Twist the wire tightly to secure it. Using a needle nose pliers, snip one end of the wire at the twist. Form a loop at the other end large enough to support an air plant to nest in. This project I call I'm Stumped. Alright, that's a little corny, but it's a great way to display tillandsias or air plants. For this project, I'm using Birch Logs, which you can pick up at any craft store. You'll need 18 gauge wire, a needle nose pliers, a drill with a small enough drill bit to accommodate a hole for the 18 gauge wire, and wood glue. You might want to wear safety goggles. Drill a hole in the top of a log. Then take a piece of wire and form a loop just like the way we did the rock displays. Put a dab of wood glue and insert the wire into the log. Pretty cool and pretty easy. Now on to the mossy wreath. Assorted air plants adorn this wreath covered in Spanish moss. And recently I learned that Spanish moss is also in the tillandsia family. You'll need a wire wreath form. I'm using a 12-inch form here. Fern picks are optional, silver floral wire, Spanish moss, some tillandsias, and a needle nose pliers. Attach a loop of wire to the back of the wreath frame for hanging. Then take another section of wire, secure one end of the wire onto the frame, and hold a handful of moss in place on the form and start wrapping the wire around it to secure it to the form. Continue this process until you've covered the entire wreath form. The silver wire disappears into the moss. Then try different ways of arranging the air plants on the wreath before actually attaching them. Simply insert them into the moss, or you can use fern picks to hold them into place. Add a bow and you've created one unique holiday wreath. And to take care of it, simply take a water bottle and mist the plants about once a week and you should be fine. There are endless possibilities for displaying air plants that are only limited by your imagination. Have some fun with it.